Soufriere FM, 6 minutes after the hour of 10 a.m. It's Soufriere Solution, of course, the Eastern Caribbean. Like I did indicate earlier on, I have the Pitons Management Area Office right here with me in a studio. And the purpose of that is actually to bring you up to speed with everything that has been happening with the upcoming 21st PMA anniversary. The Soufriere Primary School's PMA quiz as well. We have the upcoming trip to Martinique and Top the River project. So a lot has been happening, and hence the reason why the various members are here to speak to you individually about it. First and foremost, a good morning to you. This is Hippolyte. It's a pleasure as always. Thank you for gracing us here.
Yes, thank you very much, Gabrina, president of our Pitons Management Area Club. I'm happy to see you wearing your club t-shirt. So I know that some persons may say, well, we're always having the PMA office, but our business is to help the general public bring up an awareness of what it is that the PMA is responsible for, and also the general upkeep of the environment, because we're not only doing this for the Pitons Management Area, which is enclosed within a specific boundary, but we also collaborate with Soufriere Town Council, SRDF, the students, and all their associates, their parents, and everybody else in terms of keeping our environment looking pristine, clean, beautiful. So this is what we are all about. And so we will always be happy to come here to raise the awareness, the public awareness, in terms of what it is that we do, because persons come on board, young persons, and sometimes we meet some older folks who literally ask, what is the PMA? What is it all about? So I think we need to constantly remind the public about our role as a PMA. And again, as you rightly said, this year we're celebrating our 21st anniversary, making us young adults, you know, really wanting to go out there on our own, like a real 21-year-old.
Thank you so much for that. But then tell us, what is this milestone significance for you, the team, the community?
Okay, well, last year we celebrated 20 years. This year we're celebrating 21 years since the Pitons Management Area was awarded that title of a World Heritage Site. And many persons do not understand how prestigious that title is, because there are countries that wish they would be a World Heritage Site. There are some countries that have a few sites on the, let's say, the continent or the country or even the island, and they want more, but we only have the PMA, the Pitons Management Area, as our heritage site. There are some other places in St. Lucia that could also, you know, attain that title based on what we see, say, for example, in Antigua. Antigua only have the Nelson's Docks, and that is something similar to our Pigeon Island National Landmark, where there are some forts where the soldiers would fight and so on. So there are lots of sites in St. Lucia that could be incorporated, but we only have the Pitons Management Area, and that's what we're celebrating, 21 years since we attained that title of a World Heritage Site.
Thank you. And with that celebration comes the events plan. What exactly are you looking to have on this occasion?
Okay, so this time around we're hoping to have an open day, and Glenda will tell us all about the activities that we have planned, but just briefly, an open day on the square, a school quiz, the Carnival band, a trip to Martinique, and also we're looking to have other smaller activities in-house, like we started off with the Soleil Couché last month. In April, we had it for World Earth Day, and we also did a little les souffla, which we're hoping to continue, but at various intervals. So generally, we have activities planned for the entire year, but we're really focusing on this time. So I call on Glenda now to give us a little more detail about the activities that we have planned for the 21st anniversary.
Thank you so much. Good morning to you.
Good morning, listeners, and thank you for tuning in to 88.5 House Guests. Today, my team and I are excited to share wonderful news about our upcoming events at the PMA office. I'll begin by highlighting our activities planned for the celebration of our 21st anniversary as a World Heritage Site, and my colleagues, Kruma and Joanna, will talk about the school quiz and PMA Carnival bands. In commemoration of our 21st anniversary on June 30th, the PMA office has organized a series of events to mark this special occasion. We will kick off the day with a lively parade through the town of Soufriere, led by our enthusiastic PMA club members. The parade will conclude at the Soufriere Town Square, where the club members will showcase various performances, including skits, songs, and dances. There will be plenty of giveaways, and we are hopeful that our sister agency, 88.5, can join us for live broadcasts on that day. We invite the public to come out and be part of this celebration, share congratulatory messages, and explore our kiosks and experience virtual tours of both the PMA and Soufriere. Let us come together to celebrate as a community our 21st anniversary. PMA at 21, protecting our heritage, inspiring our future. I will now call on Mr. Harrell to speak about the school quiz.
Good day, everyone. We're excited to share that the Pitons Management Area PMA Club will be hosting a major quiz competition to help raise awareness about the PMA, our very own UNESCO World Heritage Site located right here in Soufriere. This event will take place on Thursday 27th at the Soufriere Primary School's new wing and will feature two exciting competitions, one for our local primary schools and another for our very own PMA club members. The quiz is designed to help our youth learn more about the importance of the Pitons Management Area, its unique volcanic landscape, rich biodiversity, marine ecosystems, and the crucial role we play in protecting it. Through fun and educational questions, students will be challenged on topics about the PMA. We're encouraging participations from all our nearby primary schools, including Soufriere Primary, Les Etats Combined, Fossé Jacques Primary, and Boutor RC Combined. There will be prizes for the students, and more importantly, a chance to build pride, knowledge, and leadership amongst our youth. This is more than just a quiz. It is about connecting the next generation with the natural and cultural treasures that make the PMA so special. We're looking forward to hosting an informative, interactive, and fun-filled event with great energy and participation from our students and club members. And finally, one of the key goals of the quiz is to empower our students to become ambassadors for the PMA. We want them to not only understand the importance of the PMA, but to carry that knowledge and pride with them wherever they go, whether in their schools, communities, or even abroad. Let's celebrate learning, heritage, and the beauty of the PMA together on June 27th. Thank you. PMA at 21, protecting our heritage and inspiring our future.
I'm really excited to hear the calendar that you just presented here. My overall question would be, what really inspired that initiative?
This initiative came about as a means of allowing our PMA club members to become ambassadors. And such an idea came forth when Ms. Hippolyte suggested the trip to Martinique. We want our students to be well versed whenever they're asked questions about our World Heritage Site. Thank you. I now move you on to our colleague, Ms. Joanna, who will be talking a little bit about our PMA Carnival band this year.
Yes, just one correction, Kruma, it's Friday the 27th.
Oh, Friday.
Yes, because we understand that the schools will be engaging the end of year exams from the 24th to the 26th, and so we're hoping that they will be free to have this quiz on the Friday the 27th. If not, it would be sometime on the same Monday the 30th, but we're trying to, give ourselves time and give the students sufficient time.
Yes.
So we have with us Joanna, who is bubbling with this Carnival band. I did not want to be in Carnival this year, but I'm really appreciative of Joanna, who is very versed with the internet and online ordering and stuff like that when it comes to Carnival. That's Joanna's baby. And Cabrina, the president of our Piton Management Area Club. So I know Joanna has a lot of information for us and is all excited to tell us about the Carnival band that we hope to have this year.
Good morning, everyone. As we mentioned before, the PMA Carnival is back, and this year is going to be bigger,
And
brighter, and better than ever. Our theme for 2025 is Honey, Be Inspired. And we are so excited to bring this beautiful idea to life. Last year's parade was a great success, and this year we are coming even stronger. We're aiming for first place, and with your support, we believe we can do it.
Okay, very
This
good.
year have something special for everyone. We want the community to come out, enjoy the fun, and feel proud of what we're creating together. It's more than just costume. It's an experience filled with color, music, and joy. We are now accepting registrations, and we're inviting all parents to come register their children early so they don't miss out. Adults are also welcome to join in the fun. Our section this year are Butterfly, Honey, Ladybug, Botanical Garden, and Bee. Each section is unique, creative, and full of life, just like the PME. Children costumes are $150, adults are $250. Come join us, dress up, dance through the streets, and help us bring the beauty of the Pitons Management Area to life in this year's Carnival. Let's make 2025 one to remember. Be inspired. PMA at 21, protecting our heritage, inspiring our future. Thank you.
Very good.
With such a burst of
Energy, oh yes.
and hearing the excitement in her voice and so much that is going to be displayed at 2025 parade, why not the PMA, you know?
Carnival band.
Why not?
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much, well said, man.
Very good, very
Well
good,
said, well
very
said.
good.
And
So,
I hope she did capture the attention of the public. Registration starts as of now. Go over to the PMA office. Feel free to register your son or daughter with the PMA Club.
Yes, thank you again, Joanna. I'm very impressed with the way that she put this whole idea together. But one of the things, well, I was trying to get into this whole theme was that honey is something produced in Soufriere, and we know that there have been prizes awarded to Emerald Estate through Domson William from Diamond, and also Ziel William with the quality of honey that they produce. Now we have botanical gardens within the PMA, and we have pollinators like the ladybug, the bee itself, which produces the honey. So we will have a section called honey, and we're trying to tap in a little bit of the theme that the Ministry of Agriculture had with something about honey, be inspired, that this food can nourish nourish us very well. So we took that part, honey, be inspired. So whether it's your loved one or the actual honey, be inspired. That's the name or the theme for the Carnival band.
You saw right through me. Interestingly, I want to commend the efforts of all of you guys here today and the PMA area office for the good job that they're doing. We do understand that Mr. Boulard will be joining. If this is still happening as well, we would welcome his presence. I so want to just sit and speak about Carnival, you know. You just hyped me up right then and there, you know.
Yes, so we're getting all set for the 7th, where there will be the launch of the Carnival bands. We already have some of our costumes, and I know that the persons who have seen the costumes are excited about it, so we will soon have them displayed on mannequins and have them, on our Facebook page and other places where persons can have a better insight into what each costume looks like. Well, Mr. Bollard had a little difficulty with his transport, so he was telling us that he was on a bus, but I'll just give a little insight as to why we would want him to be here. Recently, we completed the surveying of the Piton Management Area boundary, which runs from the Diamond Road going all the way up to Boisden, and it traverses across some persons' lands into Belfort, down through Deville, right down to the Aslavoy River, around the water's edge, 1,000 meters into the water's edge, which is zone 5, and then out again just below the inscription monument near the viewpoint and straight across to the Soufriere estate. So that's basically what the Piton Management Area encompasses within that boundary. But presently, Mr. Bolan is doing what is called the Green Buffer Zone, which is an area extending a little outward of the Piton Management Area boundary, the actual boundary. And so he has to have this green buffer zone, which would kind of indicate a little buffer in between what happens there and what happens within the Piton Management Area. Now, we want the public to understand that we have no real jurisdiction as the PMA with regards to what they would do on their property, because physical planning, the Ministry of Physical Planning, is the one which gives property owners permission to build or not to build. But we can give them some assistance in terms of the directive and the statutory instrument which was passed in July 2024. So it's called Statutory Instrument 2024, number 107, and it speaks to what can and cannot be done within the various areas in the PMA. And so we want property owners within the PMA boundary to feel free to visit us at the PMA office, which is opposite Sandra's Boutique at the corner of Daniel Alexander and Victoria Street, to get some more guidelines as to what they can do. But at the end of the day, it is the Ministry of Physical Planning that will, give them the final say with regards development on their property.
Thank you so much for that.
Mm-hmm.
We want to take a look at the PMA and understanding that it has adopted the Soufriere project. What does, this adaptation really mean, in practical terms?
Oh yes, there was this other project that we hope to undertake as part of an environmental club. It is the adoption of part of the river. And we, as an environmental club, we had thought about putting a debris trap or a boom across the Soufriere River so the students can realize the amount of debris, plastics, for example, that goes down into the river from various communities, the tributaries, and ending in the sea. I remember some time ago, Peter Jackson had a photo of a number of bottles that, were back on the shore right near the river's mouth of the river. And so this was one of our projects that we were hoping to undertake. But Ms. Casabon, Nadia Casabon, has this major Jeff project, and we have been asked to participate and adopt a part of the river. So we, as the Piton Management Area Club, we will definitely be part of that adoption. Also, with regards to our trip to Martinique, we would like the students to visit another World Heritage site so that they could better understand how another country engages in conservation and preservation measures to enhance their World Heritage site, so that we too can do the same. Persons have been questioning and complaining about our inscription site right out there near Stonefield, and it is through no fault of ours. We have been in contact with a stakeholder, that's Heineken St. Lucia, and they have agreed on paper that they will assist us in enhancing that site. So right now we are waiting some final word with regards to the fencing that we hope to put, and again to enhance it in terms of flowers, shrubs, lightings, and so on. We got one set of lights, but the contractor said that these were not the best lights for that particular site. It can easily be, uprooted and stolen, and I'm disappointed in even mentioning that some of the shrubs that we planted for the hedge were stolen, and we had to replant some others. So I'm urging the public just to help us enhance the place and not destroy it.
Thank you so much for that. With respect to the upcoming Martinique trip, what do you anticipate coming out of that visit?
Well, that would be for the students to engage and learn and even appreciate that other countries have a World Heritage Site, and they would learn how this particular site in Martinique, how they manage and, preserve and conserve the site, the heritage, the features, so that they can do the same here in St. Lucia if it is applicable.
2026, moving on strong, what do you envision for the office?
Well, we had such a task last year with so many activities and trying to get what is called a State of Conservation report ready. It was really a challenge for us last year, so we're hoping that next year we can go with the flow and do what is necessary and not really get ourselves all worked out. But generally, we want to help the public become more conscious of the environment, not just the Pitons management area in terms of maintaining that title, doing what is necessary to retain the title of a World Heritage Site, but to generally keep our environment clean, lessen the amount of litter. We want to see persons being more responsible. For example, on a daily basis, when I get from home, going back to work at lunchtime, I'm seeing the sanitation workers sweeping the streets again a second time for the day, and I'm saying, like, they did it this morning. Why is it that we Soufrierians cannot keep the streets clean until the next day if needs be? You travel certain places around the world. I must say my last travel was to Bermuda, and this is really a clean community. We would walk around the streets in the capital and other areas, and not one wrapper would be being blown in the wind. So I think Soufriere, we can do it. Sometimes you hear the sanitation workers saying, oh, they don't want to go to specific communities because these people are too nasty. But we are the ones living in the community. And so I think we need to be each other's keeper. And I'm hoping that the students in the PMA club and the members, their parents, whoever they meet with, whoever they, socialize with, will learn these, the not really skills, but the values of keeping your environment clean.
Definitely. And your common terminology, knock on wood. We had a conversation the last time we were here with respect to the PMA office. It would be nice to see disposable waste bins being placed with the PMA logo.
Yes, definitely. That's part of all of what Heineken St. Lucia has promised us. I guess my staff can remind me if I forget anything. So initially they had agreed to assist us with a donation of $20,000 EC dollars, and they were giving us some specific things that they wanted. But we, on the other hand, had other things in mind, and so the garbage bins are some of those that we would like to have. We have heard various organizations talk about putting bins at different locations in town, and we are working in collaboration with the Soufriere Town Council and SRDF to ensure that this happens. And it should be bins that are specifically designed so that persons cannot put bulky waste in them, but just maybe a wrapper, your disposable cup or plate, if you had a drink or something to eat, so to help keep the town cleaner and our environment, even out of the town, along the roadways and so on.
Though I would love to keep you here a bit longer, it is now 10:30 a.m. in Surface St. Lucia and Eastern Caribbean, and this is when we say all good things must come to an end. But before we do so, Gloria Leo, good morning to you, Mrs. Hippolyte from the USA. It's nice to hear some updates on important celebrations.
Okay.
Cressy Gustav sending her love as well. Belinda Lou, good job, guys. Well spoken, well presented. Mr. Solange sent in morning greetings as well. So they all
Thank
got a
you.
bit of love.
Thank you,
from,
thank you.
The people. But again, keep up the good work. And we will be bringing you guys here to update the public as per the usual. To each and every one of you individually, you all were wonderful. Keep up the good work for sure. Kudos to the PMA we will be having for the dialogues. On that note, thank you so much for taking the time out, as always, from your busy schedule to present to the audience.
And thank you for having us. We welcome that opportunity for public awareness, and really and truly Mr. Boland should have been here so the public can see his face and not mistake him for some white man trying to steal their land. That's his fear. But he's just there to assist in doing the surveying of the green buffer zone. So thank you very much, Cabrina, and 88.5.
Definitely. Just before we leave, just to cue in, I was told we will try our utmost best to have him on the next feature. Looking forward to that. Thank you so much. Have a productive day to all of you.
Thank you.
On Saturday, June 14th, as the island ignites at Lou.